Hey guys, yes, back on this buggy again today, working on it a little bit, tinkering. Got a few things done yesterday, and I honestly forgot where we left off on the camera. I didn't even look back, but I'll give you a little rundown of yesterday's work and what I've done so far today, and what I'm going to finish doing today while I've got some time. This will probably be the last I work on it while I'm home. I might work on a little bit more while I'm home this time, I don't know. I get my daughter tomorrow morning, so I'll be playing with her instead of working on this thing. Unless she wants to. She likes to carry around wrenches and stuff, so we'll see. But yesterday, what we got done was got our bedside brackets put on here, or the pieces we bent and put on to hold the bedsides there. Just holding that little plastic piece on there. We got the bedsides cut down to fit. Plates on. Roll cage bolting it to the bumper, rear bumper. Got our frame rail put back in there. I'm going to put another rail up and over top. It didn't have one from the factory, but I'm going to put another one up and over top from where the factory roll cage bolted to the one side to the other, just to go ahead and get that knocked out. Make sure it's nice and solid. Then yesterday I started looking at pedals again, working on them. Here's where we're at today on the pedals. I ended up being able to use the factory bracket for the brake pedal and gas pedal. I just ended up taking a spare brake pedal and gas pedal I had, chopping them up and rearranging them, doing some bending and cutting and welding and piecing here. It ended up putting a gas pedal and brake pedal down here. I ordered a single clutch pedal to put in, slave cylinder and compact master cylinder to put on there. Yesterday also went in there and marked out our drive shaft. I need to take that piece back out and take the yoke that goes on the back of the gearbox and go put the shaft in the lathe, turn it down to fit, and then press it in there. And then that'll be done. Also, yesterday I put the factory floorboards back in there, and I'm able to use them. I'm going to end up doing a little piecing on them. See where on the other side it's got that little lip or hump that sticks out right there. I'm going to cut that out on that side. I've already done it on this side. Cut that out so I have an extra 3 or 4 inches of foot room there, which will be just enough to make the pedals all work out over here on this side. So I'm going to do that. And then I was able to reuse the factory master cylinder and brake lines I've already got for this thing. Excuse me. And so now, anyway, today where I'm at, made the pedals today first thing. Then after I got that done today, I took my front end apart. I don't remember if I told y'all this thing was, I bought this buggy off of a guy who had caught it on fire in a building, and all the plastic was burnt off the front. You see there's some still left on those bolts right here. I'll have to bust that off here. But anyway, the servo motor on this thing was burnt up, and the seals were burnt out of it. Not too bad. I mean, they were burnt a little bit. Vent hose and that type of stuff was burnt out of it. So I tore it apart, checked all the bearings. Bearings were still good. It was all still clean inside, other than it's black. And Peeled all the burnt rubber and plastic off of it. New seals back in it. I ordered a new servo motor for it today, so that'll be in. But now, right now, what I'm going to do, I've already started. I've tore all the front end back off of it, bumper, roll bars, plastic. Tore all that back off of it, and I've started tearing the suspension back off of it so I can take the axles out. I'm going to take the axles out and put the front end back in, put the axles back in, then go ahead and put the brakes back on this thing, hook the brakes up on the front end, and then I've got, it's back there in the back, I won't go away, find it now. I've got electric steering to put on this thing. It goes down in here somewhere. Put that on, get my steering column hooked up to it. I'm going to have to do some cutting and welding on it. See in here, I just moved it from the factory spot here over 4 inches. So get that in there, have to do some trimming on that, a little cutting and piecing to get that all to work out right, and steering on there. Then we'll have basically everything done except for sheet metal and shifter linkage, brake line, shifter linkage, and wiring, fuel lines. Oh, my drive shaft. I've got one end of my drive shaft and this DOM tubing. Got one end of the drive shaft that goes on the gearbox back here underneath. And then I've got the other piece on the front, goes into the front end. I've actually got it in the freezer right now. It's just a few thousandths bigger than this. So I put it in the freezer, hopefully get them few thousandths down, chop this off where I need it, true it up on the lathe, and then I'll press that in there as well. Put a couple tacks on them while the front drive shaft's done. I was going to do those at the same time as I did the rear one. Got to get it on the lathe. Do that. But anyway, we'll check back in with you later and we get some more of this stuff done, put back together. Starting to finally come together for us, looking like a buggy. So anyway, we'll see you guys after a while. Thanks for tuning in.